first. Epithelial tissue is lining tissue. Epithelial tissue is lining tissue. It lines the what? Everything that has an open surface. So, that would be the outer layer of the skin. How about the lining of blood vessels? Especially capillaries, it's important. How about the lining of our digestive tract? How about the lining of our respiratory tract? Just giving you examples now. This is all stuff that's there in the book. So, oh, I can't write that fast. You don't have to. Urinary tract, reproductive tract, all fit. They're open to the outside and they have openings. Now, if they're open to the outside, for instance, the urinary tract, respiratory tract, those are called mucous membranes. And as we will study in AP2, the first and best line of defense against disease is an intact skin and mucous membranes. It provides a physical barrier to disease, to illness. So having an intact skin and mucous membranes is our first and best line of defense against disease. The mucous membranes being the lining of things like the respiratory tract, digestive tract, urinary tract, reproductive tract. Now when it's the blood vessels, the inside of the heart, that is a closed system. So those aren't mucous membranes anymore. Why do you think we call them mucous membranes? Well, how about because we have cells that secrete? Yeah, how about that? Fancy that. Yeah, they have cells. Usually we call them goblet cells. We'll be seeing that in a little bit. They secrete mucus. And mucus, depending on where we're at, can have several functions, not the least of which is protective. So, epithelial tissue is lining tissue. It is also avascular. Avascular. Oh my goodness, what the heck does that mean? What's the prefix A mean?
Not.
As in, without. Ah, vascular. You can see everybody read the chapter before, so they had it in advance. How about without blood, direct blood supply? Vascular, vasculature, the blood vessels. Vessels. Yeah, we do not have a direct blood supply. It is avascular. Therefore, guess what it has to have underneath it? Be real generic here. And then we'll be precise. Has to have a blood supply beneath it. And that would be connective tissue. There has to be a layer of connective tissue below it. So you have that layer of connective tissue there that now supplies the blood for the epithelial tissue. Now, they have to be attached to each other somehow, don't they? So what attaches and you can look up here if you want, what attaches the connective tissue to the epithelial tissue?
Fat cells?
No. Fat doesn't connect anything to anything, although it is connective tissue. I said you can look up here if you want to. Okay? We're going to do a visual here, folks, for the people who are apparently blind as bats and or don't want to see. How about epithelial tissue? How about connective tissue? How about what's in between the two? Basement membrane. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Do you see what I'm saying? Just look up there. Don't look up there and say, I don't know what that is. Oh, God, you got to teach me. No, people. No. I'm here to teach you, but you're here to learn. And part of learning is what? Observing. If you are a reporter for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and you were going to do a story on police work, would you go in and expect policemen to lecture you for days and days and days on police work?